Ready? Go, check! Go, check! Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
To throw on second down, Townsend. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Let's go now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Townsend. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, Townsend. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play's a run with Nwangu. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now a give running left is the Longu. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. And now an audible here into something else. Nwangwu going to get it on the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Hardman on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
60 Eagles, 60 touchdown.
Off the play fake. Townsend, he's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll get this to Nwangwu. And he's got this down to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down, Vikings.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's got it to Williams. A lot of work to get away, and outside inside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort. 36 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Vikings 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Townsend. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it with the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. On 1st and 10. Townsend. This is caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense of...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Okay, break.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The Jets at 8-2 on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Hey, check that. Street.
Back to throw. Townsend.
That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Townsend. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
Check mash.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Right on the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Looking to throw. Townsend taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Come on, come on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
60. 65, Cat. 65.
To throw again. Townsend. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Dragon 60. Ready.
A final shot before break. Townsend. Looking deep downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Hardman to return.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And the Jets will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd and 4. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And in the 2nd half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Townsend. And the
throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded just inside the 20. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
19 targets, go!
Off play action. Townsend. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. We are heading to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Townsend. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Townsend. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Nwangu again on first down. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping in the cover.
And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Jets extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Another run now for Nwangu. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing on
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Townsend. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next to score, Jets 49, Vikings 28. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Got it. Ready?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Townsend. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
19 Lions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he's got some space. There he goes left side. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, 85 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Vikings 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Jets tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Jets 56, Vikings 35. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.